Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will be doing a photo and video comparison that was taken between the Galaxy Z Fold7, the Galaxy Z Flip7, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and the Galaxy Z Fold6. So you'll see some good comparisons between the Fold6 and the Fold7, and really where the Fold7 shines is with the main inner display's camera, because it is now a full-fledged camera cutout, and it's not a under-display camera. Under-display camera means that there is a display above the camera, which would take down the photo and video quality and take away some of its features. Really, it's just a display that is filling in that little circle. So when we take a look over here, you can see it is a full camera cutout. So you will have way more features and better quality imagery. So I will be showing you all of the features that this camera can do because it's the same as the rear. If you remember, the Z Fold6 could only do photo and video. The Z Fold7 can do everything. So what I will do first is show these images here on the phone, just with this camera right here. Then what I'll do is I will just upload all these to the computer, and then once these images are done showing, then I'm gonna have all of them show within this video as a direct upload, because some of these phones have different display brightnesses, and these two phones are closest to my light. So, you know, it is going to change just a little bit. So moving over, first off, when it came down to these phones, I didn't take this picture with my S25 Ultra. I was really kind of focused on these three, and this is the outcome. So right over here, this one maybe didn't focus on the building itself, but you can see that these two have focused on the building. It kept the sky more blue and white rather than being, you know, completely blasted out white. But this is what it looks like between the Fold7 and the Fold6. The Fold7 is a little bit more clear. It had a little bit more tones when it came down to the building, which is actually more correct when it comes down to what we saw with our own physical eyes. And now for the first image inside of the stadium. So all of these ones right here, I was able to get the picture off before these guys came into frame, but I am glad that they came in because it's able to show the quality of the lens, because right now these guys are in my very front focal part of the camera sensor. They are also in focus, which would sometimes take away from what is going on in the background. So when you zoom in on the words of Yankee Stadium, the Z Fold7 is looking really good, even with my focal point still attaching to these folks at the very, very beginning of the shot. So really what I did was I just opened up, I went to just regular auto, took the picture, and that was it. So it was probably focusing on anything right there in the center. So all I'm gonna do now is throw these up on the screen and you guys can see them for yourselves. Next up is the original shot that I did for the thumbnail, and so this is what it looks like with everything. Again, you can see the blue skies, you can see the white clouds. This one, I'm going to zoom in again, and just to see what it looks like with the Yankee Stadium, everything is looking good. You can see the displays, the lettering, and the words, and everything is looking pretty good. So a lot of these are going to look pretty similar when it comes down to the quality, especially if you are uploading these to just some regular social media. This one was shot with the regular 12 megapixels, so again, it wasn't going after the 200 megapixels or anything just yet. And now when it comes down to selfies, the Z Flip7, we didn't do the exact same thing, but we just did a regular cover shot image. So we looked at the cover screen, took a picture, and it comes out really well. So you're going to be very pleased when it comes down to the Z Flip7's camera, but this is where you're going to see some big differences. So this is where you'll be able to notice that there's going to be a lot more quality on the Z Fold7, which is right up over here, versus the Z Fold6, just because this one does have that under display camera. Also, you can see that this one is only 85 degrees of a selfie. This one is 100 degrees. So I'm able to take a selfie with this one. My arms are all the way out. They're at the exact same position. This one, you can only read Yankee Stad, and just some of the stadium and some of the field. This one, you can read all of Yankee Stadium plus some of the screen over here. You can see a lot more of the field. You can see a lot more of my arms. So this one, when it comes down to selfies on the main inner display, is super cool if you're able to do it. Also, at this point, because there's such a big difference with this camera, let me show you what you can do on the Fold7 that you can't do on the Fold6 when it comes down to the camera. So when we open this up all the way, what you're able to see right here is that I have photo and I have video. When it comes down to video, let's say, on the very top, if I wanted to change the quality, I can do the full HD at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. My HD I can do at 30. So you only have full HD and you have HD. So that's all you have for video, and for photo, that's it. All you have is just photo. When it comes down to the Z Fold7, you have your portrait, you have photo, you have video, and then you have more. And with more, you have everything. You have pro video, you have night, you have food, panorama, slow motion, hyperlapse, portrait video, dual record, and single take. So you have all of the shooting features on a rear camera that is right there on your front camera. Now when it comes down to the video, remember with this one we only had the full HD and HD. For this one we have the HD, we have full HD, and we also have Ultra HD, 30 and 60 frames per second. So that means that all of the video options, all of the photo options that you have on your rear cameras, you have everything right here on your main display camera. One photo that I'm very proud of is this one right here on my Galaxy S25 Ultra, because I saw this pole right there and I was like, dude, that is so thin. And I just remembered, so is the Fold7. So I'm right here, and with this phone, with the Fold7, it is just thin enough or thick enough to block that pole. So I just thought that that was a really cool shot opportunity. So I think that this is a really fun one right here. I'm going to throw it up on the screen anyways. And now for a video test. So I was able to record on the Fold6 and the Fold7 at the exact same time. I kind of moved them at the exact same time too. This one, I think we hit record just a second before, then we hit this one. But this one's looking really good when it comes down to the colors. For some reason, I think the color grading on the Fold7 is a little bit better than the Fold6. You know, no matter what, all of these videos and all these photos, they are going to look really good no matter where you put them. But I just think that the Fold7 is going to be a little bit more superior when it comes down to the photos and the videos, especially when you do your 200 megapixel photo, because 200 megapixel, this is the first time ever on a Flip and a Fold that it was able to get that massive 200 megapixel. One of the other things that I did, this one right here is a 200 megapixel image. So what I'll do here is I will put this one up on the screen as well. Now for this one, I thought it was pretty cool because what I did was I was able to just record this hit. The ball went way up in the sky. You can see that white ball falling right there, and then it was caught. So what I did was, as I rewatched this video, I press and held to create those super slow-mo clips. So there's the ball coming down very slow. Again, if you watch a video and you press and hold on the video, it's able to save that right there as a slow-mo clip. So this one, again, is just of the ball dropping and being caught. And then this one, was just him hitting the ball and it going up in the air. So that is everything I wanted to do in today's video, and that was to give you guys some photos and video comparisons between the Fold7, the Flip7, the Fold6, and the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But here's the thing, you're not going to see a huge difference between these latest flagship devices because they all have very similar sensors, except for when it comes to the Fold7 with that main inner display camera. It's able to do everything that the outer cameras can do, everything from photos to videos to all of the shooting modes to all the type of qualities. Everything is now right there with that full-fledged camera cutout without that under display camera. Now, really where you'll see a huge difference is between, let's say, the Fold 3, the Fold 4, the Fold 5, the Fold 6, and the Fold 7. If you have a Fold 4 or a Fold 5, this thing is going to run circles around it. Even if you have a Fold 5 or Fold 6, this one's still going to take a little bit better quality photos, but especially when you take a look at phones from just 2 years ago or 3 years ago, that is where it makes a massive difference. Samsung and Apple and everybody doesn't make any huge, massive differences from one generation to the next. It is when there is a few years gap or 2 years gap, that is where you see the differences. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.